And hit record. Welcome everyone to our Profits from Your Passion on YouTube. I'm Mandy Summers, your host for today's call, and I'm so excited that you're here, that you're a part of this, and that you are looking for ways to monetize your passion. So I have been utilizing YouTube for the last 4 years to grow my business online, and I absolutely love it. It has been amazing. And so my hope for today's class is that you're going to see how you can take your voice, how you can share it with the world, and then how you can turn that into profits. So I know that before I hit record, I was asking where everybody's joining us from. We have people from Switzerland, Florida, New Zealand, Portugal, Sacramento. Welcome. We're so happy that you're here. Go ahead and put in the comments where you're from if you would like. We would love to hear from you as well. Today, we are going to focus in, and hopefully this will be a very succinct class where you can see the process that I have learned to go from zero. Okay, when I first got started really making money on YouTube, I had 425 subscribers. And so if you've ever been there where you're like, I had uploaded 250 videos, it was not working. And I had to figure out what exactly the process was to not only get subscribers, but then monetize that, right? Because we create YouTube channels, we create our YouTube audiences with that hope that we're going to be able to monetize it and help our family situation. Oh, good. Welcome from Ohio. We've got some more people chiming in. So fun to see you, and I'm so glad you're here. So what I had to do is I had to learn the recipe for success on YouTube. And at the time, my thought was, and so put a 2 in the comments if you've ever thought, I'm just going to keep uploading videos and one of them's going to take off. Because that's where I was. I was like, I'm just going to upload, and maybe it'll take off. And the problem with that is there's more to it than just creating a video. Even when you're like, there's more to it than just uploading. In fact, I've heard that there's like a 50-50 rule where you need to spend 50% of the time building out your content. That's doing the research, that's creating the video, that's uploading it, optimizing it. And then 50% of your time should be promoting it. So if you are someone who you spend 4 hours creating a video, have you spent 4 hours actually promoting that video? So we're going to talk about that today because not just that, but like the whole process. To me, I always like to say it's like making a batch of cookies. And years ago, this is not years ago. To this day, I have a jokester brother. And so years ago on April Fool's Day, he made a batch of cookies with salt instead of sugar and gave it to all of us. And it was so disgusting. Imagine 1 cup or however much, I think it's like 1 cup of sugar, 1 cup of salt with 0 sugar. You take a bite of that and you're just like, oh, this is so gross. Well, the thing is a lot of times that's what's happening to our videos because we don't have the right recipe. We haven't scripted it right. We haven't really understood what that means. We bite into that cookie, we watch that video, and we click off of it. And so today, I'm hoping that first, I want to show you why you should be on YouTube, and then I'm going to give you some tips for that recipe. So let's jump in and talk about why YouTube is such a game changer. And to me, as I look back on my success, I have actually had some pretty good success on multiple platforms. We have 32 or 35,000 followers on Facebook, and we've done a ton of business on Facebook. We have, oh my goodness, almost 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. I think we're like 10 away right now from the time that we're filming this video. And I just want to say thank you so much to everybody who is following us on YouTube. It means the world to me. And we're live right now on YouTube as well as in our Zoom room. And then I also have close to 9,000 followers on Instagram, and we've monetized our Instagram account too. So I feel like we have a pretty good grasp of what um, what it's like to monetize on the different platforms. And so I love being on YouTube because, and I feel like it's a game changer because, first of all, YouTube has over 2 billion monthly users, which is crazy. So it's a huge platform. YouTube is the number 2 most used search engine on the planet. Number 1 being Google, and who owns YouTube is Google. And so there's so much value in getting your content on YouTube. I personally feel like YouTube is a free advertising space for us. When I first got started in business back in 2004, I so badly, in fact, I did get on TV. I wanted to do a commercial. I wanted to guest on TV, and I did that. And what I found was it didn't have as huge of an impact as I was thinking it would. And basically, it was like a one and done. It was like I got on TV, we did the big interview, and then we were done. And we saw sales for like a day from that, and that was it. Whereas YouTube is a place where your content gets recycled and rewatched over and over again. Little different than things like Instagram. I feel like TikTok is a better place that recycles reels. And I feel like Instagram, it's always like what's new comes up instead of something that's 4 years old that's still like because I searched it. And you have to think about that. It's because the way that YouTube is set up is it's set up to be based off of searches, not off of your random scrolling. And so, and it's SEO optimized, which means your keywords that you're using to create that content will live on forever. So if you use a keyword, instead of just creating trending topics, if you use a keyword that gets searched every single month, your videos can still get searched every single month, which is awesome. And so it's a game changer because you really can create one thing, one video that can be like you can use this over and over and over again. And it's absolutely incredible. So today, as we go through this, I really want you to think through if it's worth it for your business to put YouTube into to put your time into building on YouTube. Let me just make sure I've got my screen sharing right. Okay. Because I'm actually running a couple different platforms here. We'll do it like that on YouTube. Perfect. So you have a bigger view of that. Awesome. Okay. Screen sharing's doing really well right now. So, obviously the monetization potential of YouTube is huge because of the audience, because your content lives on forever. It's not like you post one day and then it's done. Did you know that YouTube has over 100 million paid subscribers on it? So not only do they have 2 billion users on a monthly basis, they have over 100 million people who are paying to be there every single month to watch ad-free. Now, I say that because today we're really talking about creating profit from your passion. I'm a firm believer that you have this strong voice within. You have a voice within that wants to get out. In fact, I would love for you to put in the comments. Can you put a 5 if you feel like there's something that you want to create videos on, but you're struggling to really take action on that? And I ask it that way because that's where I was. I know what it's like to have that feeling. So put a 5 in the comments if you've ever felt that, where you're like, I know I could share a massive value. I know I could make a difference. I know I could share my product in a different way. I know that I could reach a bigger audience. I know that there's people who are struggling with something that I have the solution for. And so when we think about it that way, a lot of times what people think is that on YouTube, you monetize through getting monetized through advertising. Like people advertise on your channel. And yes, that is a way to make money, but you have to actually have hundreds of thousands of views, millions of views to make an income that really can support a family. So what does that tell us? That tells us that not only do we need to be creating content, but we should be driving that content to some sort of product. That's why you see all of your favorite YouTubers, they either have subscriptions, they've got affiliate links, they've got all these other things that they are promoting, because it's not just about the video, it's about truly monetizing that audience. When you can connect with an audience, they are willing to take a chance with you. They're willing to listen to the things that you recommend. And we know, because YouTube has been around since, 2003, I think, is when YouTube was launched. And actually, I'm from San Diego, and the very first YouTube video was at the San Diego Zoo. My brother is in Africa right now, and yesterday he was on a safari. And he messaged us, like, we had this group chat going, and I was like, oh my gosh, is it so magical? And he's like, yes. And they're sending us pictures of like lions, and they're sending us pictures of giraffes and petting rhinoceroses, which I was like, why would you do that? That just sounds like crazy to me. And so I was like, is it just so magical? And his wife messages back, and she's like, it's 100% like so magical, life changing. And he messaged back, well, I grew up 15 minutes away from the wild animal park, which is it's part of the zoo, but it's in the mountains. And he's like, so I feel like I'm just there, because you go through a safari there. And I was like, I always wondered that if it was very similar. And so we just had to chuckle at that, because here he is across the world, and he's feeling like he's just right back at home. So, like I said, you reach a massive audience. And so I want you to think about this when you're thinking about growing a YouTube channel and you're like, okay, I think this is something that I want to do. It is so worth putting in the time and the effort because of the potential reach that you have. There's no other place where you can reach so many people for absolute free. And I'm going to teach you some of that process today. And then we said YouTube is the second highest search engine, and then YouTube boosts your SEO. So you can put your content in front of more people. And the way that we do this, and this is what I was struggling with when I first got started on YouTube, and I only had, I started in 2012, and up until 2019, I only had 425 subscribers, even though I had uploaded over 250 videos. And I did not know that keyword research was mandatory for having a successful channel on YouTube. And so once I learned that, it really shifted everything. And the SEO research, the keyword research that you need to do is critical, because when you are doing SEO research, and SEO stands for search engine optimization, you're basically creating content that targets your ideal client exactly. And that is, you go in and you do a little bit of research. If you want to do a topic on how to host a successful bridal shower, and so you put in bridal shower ideas, and you're going to create a video on that. You want to see exactly what people are searching. And so you do that through Google. You open up Google, you put in bridal shower ideas. I use an extension called Keywords Everywhere. It's an amazing extension, and it will give you how many times that your search, the words that you're searching are being searched on a monthly basis. And you want on YouTube, the target is 1,000 for a long tail keyword, because if I put in bride or bridal, it's probably going to be like 3 million. If I put in bridal shower, it's probably going to be something like 300,000. And then if I put in bridal shower ideas, it's probably going to be closer to that 1,000. And that is called a long tail keyword. So what I was doing before is I was just putting in like a keyword that has tons of things coming back instead of niching down. And once we find that research and we do that, we then put that in our titles, our descriptions, our details, our tags, all of those things. Now, another reason why you should be on there is because it really does help to build your brand authentically. It gives you a space to show up authentically and let your consumers get to know you and feel you and understand what you stand for. And that's when they feel that connection, that's when they want to take the next step and purchase from you. Plus, this is a place where when you create videos, there are so many amazing tools that you can use that you can repurpose your videos. Things like clips, where you can take your video and it will break it up into 20 reels for you. And so now you have, like, once you create your long form video, now you have all this additional content that you can put on Instagram, you can put it on TikTok, you can put it in the YouTube shorts. There's other places that you can do. And so really putting all your energy and effort into the research and the production can then simplify the rest of your content for other platforms. And that really helps build that brand that we're wanting to. Okay, so let's talk about the key steps to growing our channel. And it's kind of funny. As I've gone through my YouTube journey, I have tried a lot of different things on there. And when I first got started, well, I say first, it's like the first 8 years that I was on, I was doing random videos about all these different things. And then I got very curated and I only talked about my wellness products and my marketing products. And now we're getting even more niched and we're just going to be talking about our marketing products. That's it. And the reason why is because I've done the analytics. I've niched down and I can see the videos where I talk marketing are way more effective than my other ones. Even though my other videos of my wellness products, every single day I get leads that come in every day, but I get higher quality and a bigger bang for my buck with the marketing ones. And so we're going to really begin focusing on that. So how do we choose a niche? And this is actually something that so many people struggle with. Put a 10 in the comments if you are somebody who feels like you've got 20 ideas of things that you could talk about, 5 ideas, 10 ideas, where you're like, I just am not sure which one I should focus in on. Because I just told you I had a couple things that I was doing multiple things. Now that we're going to try and grow a little bit faster, we're going to niche down even more. Okay, we've got some 10s coming in. Put a 1 in the comments if you're like, I want to do a YouTube channel, but I have no idea, 0 idea what to start with. And so, because what I see with the thousands of people we've coached over the years is you either have too many ideas or you can't think of one thing that you could actually talk about. And those are the 2 problems that I find our students having. So if you are one of those people who you're trying to figure out how to niche down, how do you find what works best? I want you to do a couple different assignments to really truly figure this out. The first one is I want you to post on one of your social media platforms. If you were to come to me for help or answers to some question, what topic am I best at helping with? What topic am I best at giving advice with? So this is a way for people to give you feedback on what they think you are doing best or what they think you're the most expert at. The second thing that I want you to do is I want you to get a piece of paper out and I want you to think, I have to go on stage in front of 10,000 people and talk in 10 minutes about something. What could I talk about? And I want you to start writing down all the ideas of the things that if I were to show up and say, hey, you need to get on stage in 10 minutes, and you could be like, okay, great, I can do this. In fact, I would love to hear in the comments what you could talk about within a 10-minute notice. Put it in the comments and tell me what is a topic that you're so good at talking about. You could teach it in your sleep. You could teach it at a drop of a hat. I want to know that. Okay, so we are going to focus on asking people what they think of us, and then we're going to focus in on writing down some of our favorite things. I love this. We've got some coming in. Weight loss and oils, canning and freeze drying food. These are so fun. I love it. Keep putting them in. The third thing that we're going to do, pain relief. Okay, awesome. Personal development. Awesome. I love it. The third thing that we're going to do is I want you to go into Chat GPT. If you have been using it, I want you to put this prompt in there that says, now that you know me a little bit better, what would you recommend I create a YouTube channel about? Now, if you've never used Chat GPT, you're going to have to do this a little different. You're going to have to put in there, here are 5 things that I am interested in, like put a hobby, put your books, put just different things that where you work, things like that, and just say, what would you recommend me creating a channel about? Okay, we've got some more emotional health, personal development, gut health, kids health, using essential oils. I love this. This is awesome. Thank you for contributing. So that is how we find our niche. Now, that first time that you don't feel like if you're going to nail your niche down, that's all you can do on your channel. And then, it didn't work. And so now we have to restart. What I want you to do is I want you to create 3 to 5 videos about that first topic that you're feeling very passionate about. And I want you to monitor yourself. I want you to see, how do I feel about this? Is this something that I want to continue teaching on? Is this something I'm passionate about? And then I want you to see, once you promote it and you begin sharing it, I want you to ask yourself, is it getting traction? Are people watching this? Is this something that I can tell people really want to watch and listen to? And just because you're getting low views, because right when you start your new channel, you're not going to get crazy views right off the bat, that doesn't mean that that's not the topic for you. That just means, if you have 5 people that are subscribed to you, how many views did you get? Did you get five views on it? And if so, that would be a good metric. Have you promoted, and did you promote it at all? I would focus more on the producing what I like to talk about and promoting it for 3 to 6 months versus jumping around from topic to topic. And so, yes, this is being recorded. So identifying your niche is super important, and then sticking with that for some amount of time to see, is this something that I do want to continue to talk about? And am I feeling passionate about it? And do I feel like it's landing well? So then the next thing that we want to do is we want to make sure that we're creating engaging content. It's not just about creating content. It's about making sure that we can keep them engaged. We have to create a content that has personality, that isn't just monotone and it's no, I want you to start paying attention. What keeps your attention? Now, it might not be that crazy energy keeps your attention. And the best way for me to describe this is, in my world, I tend to be very high energy. And so my high energy, it can be a little overwhelming for some people. So that's in my world. Now, I have my husband who is very low energy, and not in a bad way. He's very soothing and calming. And so when you come to one of my classes, it's going to be very upbeat and high energy. When you come to one of his is going to be very methodical. It's going to be very connective, and it's going to be a slower cadence in his speaking. Now, one is not necessarily better than the other, because every time my husband gets on and teaches, every single time I get texts from people that are like, he is the best teacher. I love his energy. And when I teach, people come back and they're like, I loved your energy. And so your energy, the way that you are, is fine. What's most important, in fact, it's not just fine, it's amazing. What's most important is that you're focusing in on creating engaging content that keeps their attention. And so that's what's most important. And then consistency is king. Consistency is king. And this is where everything goes wrong, I think, for a lot of people. Consistency trumps talent every time. And the thing that I have noticed, especially with our students, is we can start working really hard on um, building out our channel, and we think that we're doing good. And then our mindset gets in the way and we're like, I can't believe it didn't work. Or I can't believe I don't have more subscribers, or I don't like the way that I sound on video. And we get in our heads and that cuts our consistency, and we jump out for like 2 months, and then we jump back in and we're like consistent for a couple weeks, and then we jump out and then we jump back in, and consistency trumps talent. I just want you to remember that. And a lot of times, when I think about that, I like to think about the research portion of it. If you can consistently get good at researching, I've heard it said that content is king, but the research, the marketing part of it is queen. And I think that a lot of times we focus in on the content and just producing, and we really begin to judge ourselves on it versus getting into the business mind of it, where it's like, all I need to do is stay consistent. I need to follow the recipe, research, and then not only research, I need to research, create, and then I have to spend 50% of the time promoting. Okay, so that is our key steps to growing your channel. I'm gonna hold on, flip my camera on and off because for some reason it keeps going blurry, and we need some clarity here. We're live streaming on YouTube. We got to keep the clarity going. Okay, we're gonna reshare the screen. Give me just a moment. Okay, so here we go. I think this is the right one. Perfect. It is. Okay. So now let's talk a little bit about monetization. There's a number of ways you can monetize and profit on your channel. The first one is you're actually getting monetized. What does it take to become monetized on YouTube? You need 1,000 subscribers and you need 4,000 watch hours. That's not views. That's 4,000 watch hours in 1 year. And so it's not just about creating the content. It's about getting people to stay engaged and watch the content. And that's why I'm like, put your business hat on and just start thinking, I'm going to get this business hat on, and I'm going to focus in on this, and I'm going to stick with it, and I'm going to be consistent with it, and I'm not going to judge myself. I'm just going to focus in on getting that 4,000 watch hours so I can get monetized. Now, ad monetization, like I said at the beginning, requires massive amounts of views and watch time to be making an amount of money that could support a family. And so this is not the only way I recommend monetizing your YouTube channel. Plus, you have to get to 1,000 subscribers. Plus, you need that 4,000 watch hours. So before you do that, because a lot of times what I've seen is people, in fact, I was just on a call a couple weeks back with a bunch of YouTubers. And as I was talking with them, one had 20,000 subscribers on YouTube. Another one had 12,000 subscribers on YouTube. And I was like, oh my goodness, that's so amazing. That's so awesome. And the one with 20,000 subscribers, he was like, yeah, it would be great if I could learn how to make money doing this. So he had been consistently building a YouTube channel for years, all the way up to this huge amount. He was monetized, but obviously you don't get a huge amount of money from the ad revenue that comes in. It's just a small profit share of that. And he was like, yeah, I wish I could be making more money. And I was like, what? Like, how is that possible? We've made over $2 million on just with what we've done on YouTube, and then from there sending people into Facebook. And they were like, what? Like, how? And here's how. You have to think, when you're creating those videos, where are you going to lead them next? What does that process look like? Like, what is the point of the video, and where are you leading them? And you have to direct them. What is the next step that you want them to take? And with that, you can do things like sending them to an affiliate link, sending them to some sort of product that you're selling, or you can even create your own products. that you then sell them into. Things like many of you have probably seen, and a lot of you are students on summerschool.com. That's where we house all of our products that we have. And we not only do that, but we also do affiliate marketing. And so we have created massive amounts of income that come in on a monthly basis through our affiliate marketing and also through our paid products. Now, besides that, you could also monetize, and this is actually something I keep thinking, and I've been like, oh, I got to sit down and get this done. You can also put products on like t-shirts and mugs and like other things that are right under your video with like your taglines on them, so people can actually buy your branded products. And so I think I'm gonna actually create a YouTube video on that, because that's been on my list of things to do. So I'm gonna get that done so that we can share that with our audience. And it will just be another stream of income. So as you're creating product, in fact, the other day I purchased something from Etsy, and in the instructions on how to use it, I noticed that it sent us to their YouTube channel. And I was like, this is so amazing. They sent so their YouTube channel sends them to Etsy, but their Etsy channel sends them to YouTube as well. And I thought, brilliant, this is so awesome. So really figuring out how to monetize that. And it could be something as simple as a subscription, where you charge $10, $20, $100, $300 a month, where they can come and the group can spend an hour or 2, 3, 4, however many you want a month talking with you, because you have now become the expert in your area of expertise, whatever it is that you're talking about. Let's say you have a channel that's all about neurodiversive kids and people. And you're like, how do I monetize that? I would totally put together a support group that it's like, I would start it out at like $15 a month, jump into our support group. We're going to talk about some of our favorite products. We're going to talk about some of the struggles, bring your concerns with your kids or whatever it is. And it's like a community support group. So the monetization portion can be so valuable if you just kind of think ahead. What is the purpose of this video and where am I leading them next? Every video that I create leads to some sort of product or another. In fact, even this video, we're opening up our Video Creators Academy, which we recently renamed because as we've been redoing, it used to be the YouTube for Influencers course. Because of all the AI and all of the changes that have happened to the YouTube algorithm, we've been redoing our entire course. And I came up with an amazing acronym to teach us how to do YouTube, and it's the Creator acronym. And there's hours and hours of training in that. So even something as simple as going live can lead to a product that you have. We're actually getting a wait list ready for that. And so if you're interested in being on that wait list and seeing about the Video Creators Academy, I'll put that in the chat right now and you can check it out. So we'll post that right there on YouTube, and this will just simply put you onto the chat, or not the chat, the wait list. And on that wait list we're actually going to be, oops, sorry, that says the 30 Millionaire Mindset Affirmations. We're actually going to be launching this at Black Friday at a half off price. And so that's why we're getting the wait list already. If you want to be on that, go ahead and fill that out, and you'll get a notification once that goes out. So let's talk about the path to mastery. And that's something that the Video Creators Academy can really help with. It's great to jump in and get started. It's great to feel like, okay, I'm posting, I'm doing my keyword research, I'm, getting all of those things in order. But if you are looking for someone that can help you really work through and curate that process, then maybe the Academy is going to be the place that will be best for you. Okay, so the path to mastery is really understanding how to overcome your blocks, understanding how to diagnose what's working, what's not. And I always like to kind of equate this to when I'm building out a funnel. anytime I'm doing any kind of funnel building, I know when people drop into that funnel, if they're not progressing forward, it's not that the funnel, failed. What the feedback that I get is I need to change the funnel. I need to make it, I need to guide them to the next step better. And so when you create content, if you can really think about, like, it's not that the video, that I'm bad. It's not that people don't want to watch me. It's that I have to guide them better. I have to learn how to help them progress better through the path that I want them to progress through. And really, part of that is being consistent. When I started on my YouTube journey, I actually posted daily for 4 months straight, which was crazy. This is before I knew any of the SEO keyword research stuff. I posted for 4 months straight and got a very little traction on my channel. But you know what I did get? Tons of insight on what I wanted to be talking about, what felt comfortable. I became so much more comfortable on the camera. It changed everything. And so if you can really think through and not think, oh, I wasted all this time and I don't know how, I don't know how to do this. And so I'm just going to quit. Instead of that, if you just think everything is a lesson, everything is teaching me, everything is showing me how to improve from that lesson where I did, what is that? 80 videos, because it was 5 days a week. Yeah, 80 videos in 4 months. And I think I got like 2 new subscribers off of that, but I definitely gained confidence in what I was doing. So that helped me overcome blocks. It's not just about the numbers. It's how can you become a more effective guide through the process. And then, oh, thank you, Madeline. She said, I love the way you guide us. And then the second thing is introducing or finding a mentor. It's finding somebody that can help you through that process. And sometimes that's hiring one. Sometimes that's really just getting an accountability partner that can help you through that. And so I already introduced the Video Creators Academy, which is amazing. And can you see these cute little bots right here? I actually spent some time in this process because AI has really revolutionized the way that I have been running my business. And I have created a number of curated bots that help you through the entire process, a niche finder bot, a script writing bot. There's like all these different bots that we've created that you can just click on, put your stuff in, and then it will help you with all of those things. So with that, I just want to say that I 100% believe that you have what it takes to succeed on YouTube. I know that you can take your passion and you can create a machine that you can profit from using your passion. But the key is you have to start somewhere. You have to be willing to start somewhere. You have to be willing to say, yes, I am ready and I'm able and I'm willing to push through the blocks. I'm going to do the research. I'm going to make sure that not only I create a video, but I spend the same amount of time that it took me to create that video promoting it. In fact, I don't think we talked too much about what it takes to promote. Promoting it is more than just posting your video. Once you post that video, it's time to share it on Facebook. In fact, one of the algorithm things that it likes is that it has a like on Facebook. So even if no one else likes it, post it on Facebook and click a like so that you get that check off in the algorithm. Post it on your Instagram account, post it on LinkedIn if that's something that could help people on LinkedIn. In fact, as I was researching and really resetting our Video Creators Academy, I came across a very interesting stat that quite frankly shocked me. And this is from 2023. So this is a newer stat. And it says YouTube is the second most effective platform for business to consumer content marketing. And I was like, I thought this was the first one. And so then I kept reading. The number of marketers using YouTube for organic content marketing increased from 55% to 67% between 2022 and 2023. This growing usage is a result of the platform's effectiveness. In fact, YouTube is the second most effective social platform for content marketing after, drum roll, this is going to probably shock you, LinkedIn. Isn't that crazy? Like, put a 1 in the comments if that surprised you, because it totally surprised me. I was like, what? In my future, in our Lead Masters group, because we have a subscription called Lead Masters where you get on and you learn how to become a lead master. You learn how to advertise on all the platforms. Guess what's coming up next? LinkedIn. Because of this stat, I was like, we have got to figure this out, and it's time to start advertising and posting on LinkedIn even more. So super, super, kind of crazy to think about. So promoting is super important, posting on all the different platforms, but not just that. It's really important to get into a group that you can share your links in, so that you're getting people who are watching your content as well in those first 24 hours. It's important that you have an email system. When you post a video, send it out on your email list, and go from there. So promoting is very important. It's more than just posting it and being like, great, it's done. Now what? Waiting. No, you get to be the one that hustles. You get to be the one that like shares it all over the place. And that will help your channel to grow significantly. And you will get to a point where you don't have to promote it as much. I remember before I got to 5,000 subscribers, I was promoting my channel like crazy. Well, now that we're going to try and grow faster, you're going to see a lot more emails come out promoting our YouTube videos. You're going to see a lot more content popping up on Instagram and YouTube, or on Instagram and Facebook and LinkedIn now. We're definitely going to be jumping into that space as well. And so promoting is very, very important. It's a huge part of this process. So let's just do a final overview of what you need in order to create profit from your passion on YouTube. The first thing that you need to do is decide on what you're going to be talking about. And you need to be passionate about it so that you can spend time researching it. And I say this out of experience. I've definitely posted videos of things that I wasn't passionate about. And guess what? I wasn't passionate about doing, promoting it, creating it, any of those things. And that's why I want you to use your passion, because it will be so fun to create that content and continue to do that over and over again. So you do you figure out your niche, you do your research, you create your video, and then you spend time promoting it. You publish it, you put it out there to the world. Now, that's the video portion. The second thing that you do is you figure out, what is a way I could serve that I could earn money back doing this? Can I create a subscription? Do I have a product I'm promoting? Can I create merchandise that is about the content that I've got? And how am I going to lead them through that process? Really understanding your customer journey. Now, if you are feeling like, I need more information on the customer journey, I have more free classes coming up. We have a Lead Masters class that's coming up next week. So hopefully you're on our email. If not, be sure to jump in. And in fact, let me grab the link so that if you want to make sure that you're going to be a part of that, if you signed up for this class, you will get the notifications for that class coming up. So let me put that in here. If you've already filled this out, for this class, you don't need to fill it out again. But if you can't remember if you did or not, you can fill it out again, and it will be fine. There we go. And so Peggy asked what day, and that's so funny that you said that, because it was actually going to be a 5-day event. And then I thought, what if I did one day that had everything in it? So it was like a 3 to 5 hour event where I put the entire Lead Masters process in there. And then after that, so starting Cyber Monday, we are doing our Monetize Your Social boot camp. And that is a full 5 days where I teach you how to build the system out. There are different, so the Lead Masters is more of like getting everything ready to collect leads. So it's like your lead magnet. It's like a lot of the prep, the research that has to be done. And then our Monetize Your Socials, that is where you learn how to create courses. That's where you learn how to really do the tech side of the monetizing, because it's not just like you don't just post and you're like, oh great, Venmo me the money. Yes, some people do that and it will work a little, but if you really want to expand your reach, I'm going to teach you how to set the system up where you can gather your emails, and you've got your email system set, you've got your funnel system set, you've also got everything set to get to be able to receive money. You've got your links ready for that. And then how to build out your courses, all of those things will be in the Monetize Your Social one, which will be the day, Cyber Monday. It will be that entire week. Next week, we're going to be talking Lead Masters, and I will send an email out with once I decide. In fact, I would love to take a poll of everybody here. Would you prefer that it's all in one day, or would you prefer that it's spread out? Let's see. You'd prefer that it was spread out. Okay. And Melinda, I'm so sorry I didn't put the Zoom link in the registration. I actually sent that out today in a separate email. So spread out. We've got a couple people saying spread out. Okay. Well, that's good to know. Thank you so much for being here today. Spread out. Everybody is saying spread out. So it looks like we will be doing it Monday through Wednesday next week. We will hold our Lead Masters class, and there will be replays, and we'll be talking all about how to really utilize all of the different things that we have to become a lead master. Thank you so much for being on today. I'm sorry, I've been getting messages as we've been on that there was some problem with the link. So some people were able to use it, some people weren't. And hopefully we will get that all figured out. I will send the replay out. So if you missed it, that's okay. Thank you for everybody who joined us on YouTube. I appreciate you hanging around until the end. Have a wonderful day, and we'll chat with you soon. Bye.